Hello crafters, Trisa from Anjurisa here, bringing you another tutorial. And today, I'll be showing you how to create a boxy beauty pouch. It's available in 5 sizes. I'll be sharing the medium size measurements, but if you would like to make all 5 sizes, the exclusive pattern is available on my Etsy through the link in the description. Making this pouch seamless on the inside can be a bit tricky. Plus, it includes a pocket. But in this video, I will show you an easy method. So if you are new to pouch making, without any further ado, let's get started. Let's go over the materials. We'll need outer fabric for the pouch, lining or inner fabric, zipper pulls, a 12-inch zipper, and a label if you have one. I'll be using a decorative label for the outside and a sew-on label on the inside. I'll show you how to attach both of these. You will also need a small piece of paper along with basic sewing supplies like a needle and thread, fabric marker, fabric clips, a zipper presser foot, and an iron. That's all for the materials, and now let's move on to the next step, attaching the label if you have one. With the long side here, I will fold the outer fabric in half, then open up and fold it toward the center. I will attach the label around here. You can place it in the middle or a little to the left or right side. I will place it around in the middle. I'm using a button sewing foot with a zigzag stitch through the small holes in my label. I will remove the regular presser foot and change it to the button sewing foot. Sew a few times, then I will move my needle to the left side and sew a few times again. That's it for quickly sewing on the decorative label. If you don't have a label, feel free to skip this step and move on to the next one, marking the fabric. I will start by folding the outer fabric in half and mark the fabric on the wrong side, right here and here. Now I will fold the other way and mark the center as well, right here and here. Now you can see the mark here and here. Now for the lining fabric, fold with the wrong sides together and mark on the right side of the lining fabric. Mark only on this part and do this to the other fabric. Fold it in half and mark on the center here. Lastly, fold your zipper in half and mark the center as well. This is an important step for beginners to achieve a neat finish on your pouch. Honestly, after sewing a few pouches or when I'm sewing off camera, I rarely mark my fabric anymore. Now all the fabrics and zipper has been marked, let's move on to the next step, attaching the zipper. Lay your lining fabric with the right side facing up and the center mark here is placed on the top side here. Next, put your zipper with the head zipper pull facing up. Make sure the center are aligned. I will place the zipper pull on the right side. And lastly, the outer fabric with the right side facing down. And I will align all the center mark together. You can use fabric clips if needed. Then we are going to sew all layers together using a zipper presser foot. As you can see, I will place the label right here. This is the label for a natural position when we open the pouch. I will show you this is my pouch since we will mostly unzip the pouch like this. I will place the label to face this way rather than the other direction or on the back side here. When sewing a zipper, I would like to place my needle down, lift up the presser foot, and then I will slide the zipper head to the other direction. This way we can sew it a straight line. Don't forget to place the presser foot down and continue sewing. Just like this. Now we can flip the fabric over so the right side is facing up. I am using cotton for the lining and canvas for the outer fabric. Since canvas doesn't need much ironing, I will be focusing on pressing the cotton fabric. And I will press the fabric away from the zipper so our zipper can slide smoothly. Now we can flip the fabric like this, and we will top stitch along the edge of the fabric. What I love about this zipper presser foot is we can change it to the right side, so we can sew the zipper whether it's on the left side or on the right side. Now we have top stitched this part, and we are going to repeat the same step on the other side of the zipper. So I will take my lining fabric with the right side facing up, and remember the center mark are on the top side, not on the bottom here. And then place the zipper facing up, and this time the zipper head is on the left side. Now we can fold over the outer fabric so the wrong side is facing up. And once again, make sure that all the center marks are aligned together. You can use fabric clips if needed. Then sew all layers together. Now you can flip the fabric over so we can press the fabric once again. I will press it away from the zipper. Now we are going to top stitch once again, but make sure to unzip your zipper to make sewing easier. Now you can top stitch along the edge. After the zipper is neatly attached, let's move on to the next step. Attaching the zipper pulls. These small fabric pieces will help you easily zip and unzip the pouch. Fold the fabric toward the center, then fold it in half and press the fabric flat. Now you can sew along both edges of the fabric. we actually need 2 pieces of this, so I will repeat this step on the other zipper pulls. We can fold the fabric in half and attach it on the center of the zipper. Then we can sew this part. For the open end of the zipper, we can sew the zipper tape together first. Now that the zipper pull is neatly attached, let's move on to the next step, sewing the pouch. Now let's bring the lining fabric with the right sides together, and we are going to attach the label inside the pouch. So I will take my label here and I will place it about 1.5 inch from the top edge here. It's about here. And use fabric clips to secure if needed. Now we are going to sew a straight line here, but we have to leave an opening about 4 to 6 inches for easier turning the fabric. I will use larger openings so it's easier to turn the fabric later. So it's about 6 inches right here. We can sew along the edge of the fabric. So this is the mark. I will leave an opening right there and continue sewing from the other mark. Now we can press the seam open. If you enjoy pouch making tutorial or other DIY projects, especially for beginners, be sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on the notifications. Remember the mark we made earlier? Now we have to bring all the marks to the center. So this is the zipper pull. You can bring the seam on the lining fabric toward the zipper, toward the center of the zipper, and then the center mark we made earlier, align it all in the center. You can use fabric clips to secure everything in place, to hold everything in place. And we are going to repeat the same thing on the other side. So this is the seam on your lining fabric. Put it in the center of the zipper, and the center mark on the outer fabric, put it in the center. Now we are going to sew all layers together. I will sew over the area where the zipper pull is located and use a few back stitches to secure it. Now trim the fabric to reduce bulk and make it easier to work with. Now we can turn the fabric inside out through the opening here. For a quick finish, you can bring the opening together and sew a straight line close to the edge. If you're making this for yourself or as a gift, perhaps fewer than 5 pieces, I recommend using invisible stitch for a neat finish. Just like I did in my previous videos, you can check out the video on the top right corner. It's a method that creates a seamless hidden seam. If you're making this pouch in larger quantities, feel free to simply sew along the edge for a quicker finish. Your fabric will look like this. Now you can unzip this and turn the whole fabric inside out and push out any corners. Zip it, and now let's move on to the next step, shaping the pouch. There are 2 finishing methods. A seamless finish, which I cover in my pattern, link in the description, and a simpler method suitable for beginners, which I will demonstrate in this tutorial. Remember the paper we prepared earlier? Grab it now and use it to mark all 4 corners. Then use your scissors to cut out the corners. Now you can open the fabric on the corners and place the seam right in the middle here. You can see the seam here right in the middle, and we are going to sew a straight line right here. And repeat this on all 4 corners. Now your fabric should start to take on the boxy pouch shape. You can trim the fabric slightly to make sure that the seam is not visible in the final result. Unzip the zipper and turn the pouch inside out. Now you can push out the corner and sew this part once again, and we are going to repeat this on all 4 corners. It's a simple and easy method to finish this boxy pouch for beginners. Now turn the pouch inside out. Push out any corners. And that's it. Our Boxy Beauty Pouch is finished. Thanks for following along with this tutorial. If you would like to recreate this in all sizes, be sure to grab my pattern through the link in the description. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye bye!